So you get drafted. What are your first impressions of Tom Brady?
Dude's handsome. Fucking tall and handsome. I literally walked in through the locker room. I had my big ass 20-inch binder of plays because we used to have playbooks.
Yeah. Yep.
I walked in, almost dropped it. I'm like, damn, he's tall, he's handsome. That's why you got Giselle. Hey, I'm Julian. He goes, hi, Jules. I know you're Tom. I'm Tom. I was like, damn. And then I remember the first day of practice, I saw this dude throw a ball. I was like, yeah, he's good.
Buttery.
Just dropped it right over the corner, a deep one to Moss.
Yeah.
And when you got to see that connection as a young player,
I can only imagine.
it was fucking crazy. And then you'd see little Welker and he'd zip it they were on a sync. I don't think a ball hit the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You guys see that probably now.
My first couple of years, I came in with Alex Smith. And Alex was his progressions were true. He had the ability to do a lot with his legs. Sneaky. I called him Scooter, man.
Yeah. Scooter?
I'd never call it to his face because he was older and I was a rookie and everything.
Rookie, yeah.
But he could scoot. He could get out there and run around. He did it at Utah all the time.
Yep.
He was very precise on the reads and everything. And that's where I started to understand getting on the same page as the quarterback even more and more, and understanding defense will help me be on the same page with him. Now with Pat, the understanding of the structure and then the ability to just freelance and just obviously it's a structured freelance. You know when and when not to because of what everybody else is doing out there on the field. I feel like what you were saying earlier about Tom being able to tell you, hey, Jules, why don't you just hit an out route or whatever it is. When you first got to the league, was it like that? And by the time you guys were leaving New England, where was it at?
It took me years to gain his trust. That was the thing with Brady.
Mm-hmm.
When you're a fucking technician that's been doing it at a high level for such a long time, he already had 11 years in the league when I got there.
Right.
He had 3 Super Bowls.
Yep.
You know what I mean? When you're a guy like that, you don't want to waste time. Every rep is something to those guys. So they want things done a certain way right away, the way it needs to be done. And if you don't, they fucking just, I'm done with that. Give me someone that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
You have a built-in pressure that you're oh shit, I can't fuck this up, as a young player. And so it took me years
to get comfortable, huh?
To get comfortable. It took me reps with him, which I didn't get a lot with the team. I moved out here because of him. Because he used to live out here. He used to train. We had the same agents, and I always heard about him having Wes and Randy out here. I went up to the Residence Inn in Manhattan Beach, right off the 1, and fucking lived there for 3 months. He called me one time. I told my agent, yo, let him know I'm in fucking town. I want to throw. And I was a nobody at that time, so he wasn't going to, he had his things, and it's probably political. You can't have, I don't know, but he called me once. And fucking I went out there, dropped everything, came out the next year, called me a few more times. By year 3, we were throwing 3 or 4 times a week. And that's where I got to learn what he liked. And he learned my body mechanics. So he could tell when I was dropping my weight or how I was going to make a cut. Through reps and repetition, he could see my body language. He started to learn my body language. And once you get those reps in, then you throw in a defense and you start getting more reps against defense, then I become his eyes, and he trusts me so much that if I turn out this way and I go like this, he knows there's not a defender out there, even if he doesn't see it.
Yeah.
If he throws me in a certain area, I know that's where the trust is built.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of like being
reps,
eyes.
Man. You don't get that without reps. All you young guys out there, I'm huge on finding a way to get out on the practice field no matter how my body feels.